Yo, what up? It's your boy Asisgalvin, and I'm back again with yet another video. Now, y'all been keeping up lately. We're getting to a pretty intense part of this story. I just got to New York, about to see Mia. We set up a date, and everything is going pretty much good with that. You know, we're kind of trying to make that happen. Oh, my hair, man. Put my hat on. It's freaking cold. It's brick out here. Hold on. Hold up. Hey, that's better. It's cold out in these streets. Anyway, my hat's all glitchy. Anyway, y'all, forgive me for my looks, my appearance. All right, y'all, let's get into it. All right, now. So, me and Mia set up a date. It was for Thanksgiving night. The 25th of November, and it was at night. We set it up for like 6:30. Now, mind you, we set this up on the third day that I was there. We set it up on the second day for the third day that I would be there. Now, the second day was the 24th. Now, I had to meet her in her area where she lives, which is like almost on the border of. It's way north, and I was like, damn, yo, I got to get over there. Mind you, me and my bro, we were supposed to get a rental car, and we were working on that, and we almost didn't get one. We almost got screwed. We didn't get a rental car until 2 hours before I was scheduled to meet her. Literally. And if I didn't get a rental car, I wouldn't have seen her. So we went through hell to get that rental car. We went to an airport, which was like almost an hour away, to go walk in there to almost get a rental, but almost get screwed over at the same time because we didn't have a credit card and all this other crazy shit. Long story short, at the end of it all, we actually somehow, by luck, got a rental car. We got the rental car. I drove all the way back to like my city. I got here. Mia sent me a text. Mind you, me and Zis are thinking like, yo, he's gonna come with me for like the support to help me with this situation. Like, he'll be there, like chilling in the car while I talk to her outside or whatever. You know what I mean? It wasn't that cold at that time, and that's what we wanted to do. I get a text from her, and she's like, yo, like, I want you to come alone. I'm like, oh, like, how did she even know I was gonna bring somebody? Because she didn't know I came here with this, but she didn't. I didn't think that she would think I would bring him. I just thought he would just sit in the car and then we'd go talk somewhere else. But she was like, no, I want you to come by yourself. And I'm like, all right. So I had to tell this. I was like, yo, you can't come, bro. Like, I got to do this solo. Like, you know. And mind you, he's giving me a fucking hassle. Like, oh, like, no, like, I want to go. I'm like, no, son, you can't fucking do it. Like, I'm like, yo, I just don't want to even risk this. It's too fucking important. I'm going to have to do this solo. And mind you, he held me up for about a half an hour. I had 1 hour to get to her. She lived 50 minutes away. And I was supposed to meet her at 6:30, and I told this nigga at 5 o'clock. I want y'all to do the math. I was supposed to see her at 6:30. I told him at 5 o'clock, like, yo, I gotta go by myself. Somehow or another, he ends up holding me up all the way until almost 6. That was 5:50. And it starts raining on top of that. And I'm like, yo, what the, I gotta go. I get in the whip, and I'm out. Niggas, when I tell y'all, when a nigga tell you, beep, that's what I was doing. I was fucking gone, son. I was out. I'm surprised I didn't get killed. It was wet leaves everywhere. I'm whipping through them, just, you know, I'm out, son. I'm out. And I'm thinking to myself, my heart's beating ridiculously, and I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, I'm about to come across, this could be life-changing. Like, I have no idea what's going to happen here. I don't know anything. All I know is I got to get there, and I need to see her. It's been years in the making. A lot of my emotions and everything I felt was going to go in this. I was like, yo, I got to get there. So I haul ass. I'm flying around quarters. Back is kicking out. I'm driving something, like some little coupe thing. And I'm just out, yo. And the whole time there, it's raining. The sky's pink. It's very reminiscent of that time I told you guys the last time I seen her when I was dating her when I left. Remember I told you guys about that? It was like pink skies, it was lightning and everything, and we were talking and it started raining, and I was mad upset because I had to leave her and move to Virginia. If you guys have been watching this series, y'all remember that the setting was exactly the same. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is bullshit. Like, why the fuck does this stuff happen to me? Why does it gotta be like this? Why does it gotta be raining? Why does it, you know, that's what I'm thinking to myself. And I'm blasting instrumental at the time. I was listening to Kanye's Runaway instrumental. If I had that on my computer, I'd be playing it, but I don't. But that's what I was listening to. I was listening to Runaway, you know, the little piano instrumental. And I was mad nervous, yo. I was just mad nervous. So I remember driving all the way there and just thinking, like, heart racing, stomach mad sick. I couldn't really think about what the fuck was causing this. But all I kept thinking to myself is, why did I have that dream? What's it going to be like to tell her everything I've wanted to tell her? What's it going to be like to let her know, like, yo, this is how I feel. This is what's been going on. You know, how is she going to react to it? What am I going to read? What body language am I going to pick up on? I could have said, honestly, I've thought about this moment for years since the time that I messed up with her. Years thinking about it. Years, yo. Like, who would have thought that something would be that effective to the point where you make a decision and it affects you for that long and molds you into somebody different or just changes you in a certain way. That's kind of what was going on with this situation, you know? And to me, it was really reminiscent of a lot, you know. To me, it was a big deal. So I was just like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. So I pull up. I finally get there, and it's 6:25. I get there. She was already been there. I could see her car across the parking lot, and I'm like, all right. I pull up, right next, not next to her, but kind of close, and she gets out the car, and I'm gonna be very detailed with you guys in this part because this is very important. What I'm about to explain to you guys is quite important to me. So I'm gonna be very detailed about this, you know. And first thing is this: when I seen her, I was like, oh shit, like, that's her right there. She looked exactly the same. Like, you would think that years would make somebody look older. She looked exactly the same to me. Like, a little taller, but exactly the same. Same style, same everything, you know? Exactly the same to me. And she gets out the car and she walks over to me. And I get out and I'm sitting by the front of the car. And I told her right off the bat, she's like, I was like, look, I'm not trying to, I told her, I was like, yo, I appreciate you allow me to, like, talk to you. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm not going to ask you for no hugs. I'm not going to do anything like that. I just want to talk to you. And I just got a lot to say to you. You don't even have to say nothing. I just need to let you know a few things, you know? And I'm like, yo, like, that's all it really is. She's like, all right, well, do you want me to, you know, I can sit in your car? I'm like, no, we can sit in your car. I want you to feel more comfortable. So we go over. And she sits down, and that was one thing right there. The fact that she was willing, she was like, yeah, I'll get in your car. That was just interesting to me, because that just showed me trust. You know, she trusted me enough to be like, hey, I'll get in your car. It's not a problem, like, if you want. I'm like, no, it's all right. Like, I'll go sit in your car. So we sit down. Let me run that back. Let me run that song back. But yeah, like, but yeah, anyway, so I sit in her car, and I'm just looking at her. And I'm like, all right, before I get started, let me just let you know that, you know, I did come all this way to talk to you. I have a lot to say to you. And I'm just going to just try to be as quick and upfront as I can. And I appreciate your time you give me. And she's like, yeah, I understand. So she's sitting in her seat. It's a weird angle. She's like, kind of like in a ball almost, but sideways. Like, she's kind of like, if you guys can kind of imagine, she's kind of like sitting facing me, but like with her knees in her